But what I'm trying to say is as Aphelios now has to try to push out that wave after us getting a favorable fight, what ends up happening is I'm going to ulti him here for a chunk. Sorry for interrupting, but he has no E, so I wanted to get a chunk, but he was trying so hard to turn around that I just had to kill him. Exactly what's happening. So I'm going to go ahead and TP. I have home guards here. This is the power of inting, if anyone was wondering. I think my teammates can finish him off whilst I ulti the guy here. Note that when you're playing Sett, you're always going to end up behind your target. It's just the way the champion works when he casts his ultimate. So keep that in mind when you use your ultimate. It's a very good tool to chase and dog people down. Obsidian Dragon, that's the one. Stridebreaker Gaming, let's go. That's indeed what it's going to be. I think I can get away with Doran's Blade into AATROX, but it's a bit greedy. Still, I'm going to try it. I think I can just push the 3 waves in, base and grab a double Doran's, and then work towards my Stridebreaker like that. I don't think I need Doran's Shield if I play the lane well, so that should be good enough. Second win should be enough together with my passive. I shouldn't need a Doran's Shield in order to lane against this if I play and navigate the matchup well. After getting double Doran's, I'm going to be aiming towards getting Bramble Vest, as they have 3 champions that rely on auto attacks to heal. So that's going to be my game plan right now. I'm always going to take E here, so I'm going to E him closer to make sure that he has a harder time flashing over the wall. I should have stood back even further, I think, if we hit that hook, and I can E him even better. Like right there, if I eat him all the way, max range, I would have killed him. That's my bad. Learning experience. What did I have for dinner tonight? I had kebab. It was very good. With upside on the team, it feels like weak side top is a given most of the time. I thrive in the weak side of top, in the not strong side. I don't like to call it the weak side. I'm not weak. I'm just not strong side. Still, I get things going usually. Why don't I play in my right account? No particular reason, I just don't. So generally speaking, when you're playing Sett, you're playing against someone with bone plating, you're going to want to get that bone plating off before you grab him with E. So what I'm going to do here is wait until he has to use his spells on the wave, or maybe walks up to CS with a basic attack, and that's when I'm going to look to harass him with a basic attack of my own. So right now I'll just walk up to him because his Q3 will be out, and I'll just stare at him, and if he wants to trade blows, that's fine by me. Why? I have my Hecarim pathing towards top lane, and on top of that, he has no flash, so even if I take a worse trade, if I can burst him and finish him off... I'm going to hit level 2 here, I should have said that, but... I'm stepping in there to make sure I can get the most damage possible. I was hitting level 2 there when I E'd, so obviously there I can E without minding the bone plating as much, and then I was waiting a little bit with my basic attacks to get a better position, as well as wait until his bone plating falls off. He's going to miss those CS regardless, so no harm done for me here. Just trying to pressure him a little bit. Like I mentioned, if I can crash this third wave right now, otherwise known as a cheater recall, and farm every creep, I'm going to grab my double Doran's Blade here, and I'm going to be very, very happy with the state of the game. Right now I need to be careful I don't get chained by his W here. As long as that doesn't happen, I'm going to be A-okay in the situation. Missed my W there, but all is well. The wave's not completely in, so I'm going to have to stay, but I'm going to wait until my cooldowns are back up. I'm going to pop my potion here. Why? Well, because I have to stay regardless, so I might as well pop my potion. He has no E here, and he has no flash, so if he walks up for the CS, I could have wrecked him there, but I missed my E. So when I'm playing Sett here, what I like doing with my W is just chucking it out like this. So even though I don't take a great trade there, because he gets a Q3 in, if I had waited a little bit with my W, I could have got a better W in on him. Again, playing this aggressive is really good right now. If my Hecarim can come top and dive, it would be a huge play. Oh, he's spacing right now. As we saw, the Ivern bot would have been huge if we could get something going on the fact that AATROX has no flash and he was so low, but not quite able to do that. Still, I'm going to let the creeps do the work here if he wants to freeze this wave. My creeps are going to do some significant damage to him. I don't need to fight him, really. Right now, all I'm doing is I'm forcing him to lose HP for this freeze, which is obviously good for me. Because as long as I don't die right now, and given the fact that I can even invest my flash into not dying, because I have flash advantage from the level 1, that was very favorable for me. With my jungler here, it's obviously good to trade with him, as my Hecarim should have that kill secured. It's obviously very good to trade, even though it's in front of his turret. I have my jungler in Rise with priority, hovering my lane, so I'm going to go ahead and play as aggressive as possible to make the game a little bit awkward for him. Ivern died twice, which is going to be huge for Hecarim, considering he stole all his camps after Blitz solo killed him in the jungle. Great play by the Blitzcrank. Oh la la, there's an opportunity perhaps to TP. I would like to indeed teleport. I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Grab as much damage as I can, and greetings, travelers. The enemy top laner has showed up. Surprise Pikachu. Stun both of them here, as I somewhat screw over the Blitz with a hook there, but still I did the most damage I could, and I'm just gonna take my leave. I did all I could, and I got flash, heal, and flash from that teleport. I'm going to reinvest my advantage that I got from Hecarim by getting that gank immediately back into the game by teleporting bot on a good opportunity there. Gonna waddle back to top here and lose a wave. Again, AATROX lost a wave already. You noticed that earlier. So, with that in mind, investing 1 minion wave worth of farm. Oh, Hecarim. Alright, never mind. AATROX is there. Investing that same minion wave of farm back into my team on the first opportunity I get is obviously going to make it easier for them to win the laning phase. Right now, Philios is going to try and push out this wave. I'm going to try and explain the snowball effect here of me ganking like that. I have no anti-healing, so playing overly aggressive against AATROX right now is not necessary. But what I'm trying to say is as Aphelios now has to try to push out that wave after us getting a favorable fight, what ends up happening is I'm going to ulti him here for a chunk. Sorry for interrupting, but he has no E, so I wanted to get a chunk, but he was trying so hard to turn around that I just had to kill him. When you're playing SETT and someone has no items like that, you can really dog him down with Conquerors, so I like the rune so much. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, because the Aphelios' wave state was bad after I ganked him, because obviously a gank like that is almost always going to be favorable, he's going to be in a really tough spot, and he's going to lose even more then. He's going to lose even more in the early game, so it's always good, in my opinion, to get early ganks going. Considering I have my team showing up, I'm going to save my Q instead of using it on the turret for the third plate here. I'm going to save it so I can run at this guy and deal the maximum amount of damage. Okay, this is fine. I got his flash, so it's going to be impossible for him to outplay this play. He's going to get rooted. Let's just wait a second here. I wanted the aggro to drop and then continue going. I don't want to get aggroed there and something weird to happen. I messed up and failed my W, missing out on some damage there. Still, perfectly fine situation to be in. I'm going to even smash this last plate here. Quinn is hovering, so I'm just going to throw my last Q in here. Oh, cancel that auto. And the minion should be able to do the last chunk of damage to this turret as I'm basing. Never mind, it won't. I miscalculated a little bit, but that's fine. I can grab this turret plating at any time, and right now it doesn't particularly matter to the base I want to be having. When you're super far ahead of AATROX, you can opt into not building anti-healing for later and opt into a core item first. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. Getting Stride Breaker is going to mean that I can stick to AATROX more reliably, and that's all I need because of how far ahead I am of him. He's going to hit level 6 on this wave, but I'm still a full level up. Generally speaking, and you can attest to this if you're a League of Legends player, getting ganked early game is harder to deal with than later on. Later on, you can often just hope that the enemy laner will roam or do something else, then fist you in lane. But in the early game, you're pretty much just getting fisted. So what you want to avoid happening is dying early. So that's why I like teleporting early game, because right now the advantage that I got by TPing earlier on in bot lane should have been put us in a good spot, right? Like if you look at the items, Noon Quiver to Vampiric Scepter is favorable for us, right? So I'd rather be in that spot earlier on than later on. Obviously the logic is also reversed if you think maybe you shouldn't TP away from your lane because you can get a huge advantage 1 versus 1, but generally speaking I can still get this advantage even if I teleport somewhere else if I grab a kill or an assist or 2 assists. So look at it that way. They don't have damage to kill me, so I'm just going to go ahead and walk away here. No real reason for me to interact with them. But I also shouldn't give up pressure. Well, if this guy wants to get grabbed by my E, I'm going to go ahead and do that and beat him to a pulp. When playing SETT, it's always good to punish in these moments. Right now I'm going to go ahead and check the Herald. If Ivern is doing that, I can stop him here. He's probably going to cue me from the bush here, but that's okay. That's a bit unlucky. I'm going to take over this Herald here. Well, he's free to do that if he likes. But I'm not too interested in getting a kill here. I like my Herald. You can just take top here. I'm going to go mid. I should probably base actually. Wait, he's going to live? That doesn't matter. He can still get the waves in. I'm just going to base first here. The wave's in a fine spot. I'm going to base and grab my stride breaker before pressuring the map here. I don't want to be in a situation where I go mid and Herald mid and then get ganked or something like that by their missing bot lane, missing Quinn. Better off for me to base first. I didn't suspect that Ryze would be in danger here, but that's an oversight on my end. Had I known that, I could have covered him and just taken the top turret with Herald, but I messed up and that happens. So Ryze pays for a little bit of my mistake. So I'm going to push the wave here and just slam this turret. If any action happens on the map, that's perfectly fine by me. That means that no one's here to defend this turret, which I'm obviously going to crack, considering the champion I'm playing. When you're playing champions like SETT, keep in mind that your turret taking speed is very high. As you can see, I'm going to completely crush this turret's HP. That's exactly why I'm going to ignore this Ivern here and just keep punching it. So by the time the Herald pops up, I'm going to be able to take this turret here. He has no flash, I know that from earlier. He messes up here and disrespects a little bit, so... Oh, I fucked up. So I'm going to have to flash and not even kill him because I cancelled my second Q. If I don't cancel my second Q, I would just kill him there and then with W and then maybe try to live. Don't think I would, but still, it was a bad play by me. I knew someone could have been coming. It was Quinn in this case, but it could have been anyone else. Let's grab some more armor here. Reason being, 80, 80, 80. So, grabbing onto healing against AATROX is going to be useful at some point, even against Quinn and Aphelios. It will come in at some point, especially because he's going shield bow. So, this is a pretty standard build. Right now I can opt into more damage if I would like that. I could opt into Blade, for example, depending on how I want to play the game, but right now my eyes are on Dead Man's Plate, because stacking armor against their team is going to be very potent. With Dead Man's Plate, you want to consider the play pattern of the champions. If AATROX wasn't so strong and I needed Blade to fight him, I would consider that. You could also opt into Starks, for example. But in this particular game, I feel like with everyone being much, much weaker than me in a one-on-one, because I'm very strong right now, I would rather have Deadmans to have more access to fights rather than anything else. So I have teleport right now, so I'm more than happy to fight. But that's the way I'm looking at this game right now. Just fight them with my... Fight him with my Deadman's Plate, run him down with Stridebreaker, Deadman's, and just fight that way. And then I can grab a Blade after that. I'm on my way here. Even if we lose the dragon, we could potentially get a good fight, so we should definitely be looking here. That's my opinion. I'm going to ward here, see if there's anyone... Oh, there she is. Quinn messed up and wasn't where she was supposed to be. I don't really care about this part of the fight. Just gonna ult him there. Why? Well, because I can get him in a better position to beat him down. I definitely should have been helping her. That's my bad. I just wanted to start going top already. Quinn could have taken this path or this path. I'm assuming she took this path into the red buff, but still, I'm gonna go ahead and look. Maybe it is. She's doing it, and I can catch her off guard. Nope. No one's doing it. Going behind AATROX here is a play. However, there's someone coming from here, and we know that Quinn disappeared somewhere in this jungle, so... right now, I don't need to take fights like this. Like, I'm just checking there. This guy eat over here, no? We can just fucking kill him? Oh. Bonk. Oh, he didn't need him in the end. feel like Hecarim had nothing, I guess. I don't know why I didn't just push him with E and then just fought procs phase rush and runs him down. Like, I think you can just solo kill him, but Hecarim had different plans in mind, so I feel a bit bad because I shouldn't have been in that area. If Hecarim didn't want to just go in with E, I think if you just ease with Triforce, you can run him down quite easily. This guy's super useless. And then we could have gone on Quinn, but at least we got Quinn flash and AATROX flash, so not the worst of the worst. Could have been better, but it always can be. I have TP soon, so I'm going to try and use that to my advantage. He misses the ult. I want to TP mid here with Kai'Sa coming. That's my plan right now. If they walk up to hit this turret, I'm going to TP. That's exactly what's happening, so I'm going to go ahead and TP. I have home guards here. This is the power of inting, if anyone was wondering. Yeet. I think my teammates can finish him off whilst I ulti the guy here. Note that when you're playing SETT, you're always going to end up behind your target. It's just the way the champion works when he casts his ultimate, so keep that in mind for when you use your ultimate. It's a very good tool to chase and dog people down. If you're stronger than them, you can often just ult and then stick on top of them, spamming Qs. So my Stride Breaker is very nice on him. It gives you 20% CDR, which you might consider it's not that much, but still helps you spam your Qs, stay active on the map. Right now going top is a little bit better, but still I'm scared that Quinn is going to find these kind of picks on my team, so I'm going to go ahead and just check their jungle here and see if I can steal anything. Stealing jungle is super good, because you're not only denying economy from the enemy team, you're also gaining it yourself. So as long as I don't die here, I should be in a fine spot. Just going to W the last chunk of that poke damage there, and I'm going to disappear. Quinn wants to do anything silly, we can easily look to catch her. She has no flash. Kai'Sa finished pushing in the wave, and being on this side of the map made sure that Kai'Sa can do that safely. In case you're wondering why I'm on this side of the map. On this wave I would like to fight. We have Rise teleport. And we have a ward here, so I can Stride Breaker and then look for a stun on her. I'm trying to let her get behind me as I'm punching her, so that she can't eat towards her turret and has to eat away from the turret. In the end, Blitzcrank gets a nice little hook and we get a quick and easy kill. That was pretty predictable, I would say, so I'm somewhat surprised that we got the kill, but I'm not going to complain. A free kill is a free kill. Right there, no need to complain about any KSing or any of the sort. That kill is a kill, it doesn't matter. The amount of gold it gives me or experience doesn't matter as much as the fact that I can get to push these waves and push the turret, as well as deny them the waves, so try not to get tilted if your support ends up taking that kill. In the end, securing the kill is more important in this particular moment. If there was a big shutdown or something, then I would rather have had the kill, but I'm in a fine spot like this anyway. If she face checks me around this corner, I'm going to beat the crap out of her. She ulted, so I'm going to have to wait until she face checks me and go. She has no E, no flash, I know that, so I'm just going to dog her down with this last Q here. I'm going to flash on her because I messed up and I should have just ulted her earlier. My bad. I still have my ult to turn on a potential play here, so maybe that could be interesting. I have Stride Breaker in 2. Never mind, he gives up the chase. I have this item soon, so I would like to farm this minion wave. I let my teammate know, that's why I'm pinging. Why do I ping, you might ask, is because I want to let my teammate know that I have this item very soon, and I would like to have the minion wave, as I'm going to punch that and get the hell out. I was a bit greedy. If Thresh was committed to roaming here, I would die. Best life, you know, I want my item. I'm gonna grab my dead man's here. At this point, a refillable potion is not as valuable as a pink ward. Sport players all across the world will appreciate you for buying a pink ward. Even you yourself should learn to appreciate buying pink wards. They're very, very good. Right now with Dead Man's Plate, as you can see, I could run down the Quinn quite easily even without Dead Man's, even without using my ultimate. So having access to this extra tool to run people down is going to make me even harder to deal with. It might not be a damage option, but as you can see with Stride Breaker, I already deal a significant amount of damage. So there's no need for me to overcommit on damage. If I can already deal enough damage to be a threat, that's good enough. The enemy team can't ignore me, and I will kill anybody that doesn't decide to hit me. So I'm going to go ahead and go here, and we should go there with Rise. Just going to let my team know that that's what I want them to do. Someone should be catching the mid wave, but right now there's no need yet, so no harm to look for a potential opportunity. With Stride Breaker, you get movement speed for every completed item, so I'm obviously zooming around the rift right now. Let's drop a pink here. She based. It's good information to have. Ping my team that she's in base. Right now, any action will be pinged by me, so if I see that my teammates, like right now my eyes are on the minimap, I'm looking at my rise, looking at my Hecarim, and I'm trying to pay attention to see if they're trying to force any action, because after pushing top, Quinn has an opportunity to roam bot, and I can't follow that because I have no teleport. So there's no need to spam ping your team when they're already backing off, but reminding them in case they're not is obviously going to be very, very fruitful. So keep that in mind. Right now, I have good vision on the mid wave, so I can grab this wave top. Still, my eyes are on the minimap. You see Ivern is hovering already, and Quinn is going to be very fast in the follow-up, so I'm going to start getting the hell out of dodge. Because as you can see, they're all moving. See, I'm getting pings even though I'm backing off, which is perhaps tilting for some. So, you know, right now I'm very confident that I can be in this area and just like dance around a bit. I have 460 movement speed. I'm pretty hard to catch. So there's no one on the mid wave here. We have Kai'Sa and Blitz on the mid lane. Philos is going to farm top. Quinn is missing here. I'm going to ping here because right now it's quite scary. I'm pinging him because he needs to be aware that she could be coming. Right now I had vision on the Philos basing, and generally speaking my vision is pretty good, so I'm just going to go ahead and disappear here. We're going to flip this Baron, which is a terrible play in my opinion, but well, if we kill the enemy top laner it could be a lot better. I don't think this is a great play, but worst case I can flash ult the Ivern and deny him a smite steal. I'm trying to think who does more damage to the Baron, me or Hecarim, and I'm guessing it's Hecarim because he has his Q stacked, so let's just do it like this. I'm going to stun off that. I don't want to use my ulti too badly because it's an important tool for me. I'm going to ulti this guy into... I'm going to ulti him over the wall there because he was getting a little bit too close. Really good fear by Hecarim there, pushing him towards me, allowing me to grab him over the wall. As you can see, it's not quite melee range and has some range to it. Around 350 I would say. So it allows me to get in range and finish off the kills. Alright, I'm gonna contemplate between dropping the Baron completely and fighting there. Like right there, as you can see, I didn't drop the dash completely, which gave us about 3,000 damage on the Baron. You might ask, why is that important? Well, 3,000 damage on the Baron means it just will die faster after AATROX dies, and even though Blitzcrank ends up dying, I wouldn't have been able to save his life anyway. But as you can see, like right now, there's no headaches, Baron's dead. Next time you might play against the champion of the global, so just Pantheon. And then that 3,000 health is going to be very, very important. Normally I wouldn't go for Thornmail, but something that a lot of people don't realize and something you want to keep in mind when you're buying items is buy according to how much gold you're basing with. In this particular instance, the 2,000 gold I'm basing with is most valuable by finishing, or most valuable when I finish Thornmail, even though maybe later, if I buy, let's say, Pickaxe Vamp Scepter, it would be better to have Pickaxe Vamp Scepter on my next base. Right now I'm trying to be the strongest I can be for this Baron push. So what I do is I buy the most gold efficient item in that particular instance. Now my plan was to go top side, but because Ryze was heading there, I'm going to go ahead and go bottom side. As I'm going to try and snitch him out of the blast cone here with my ultimate. I realized I wasn't going to be able to get him with my E, so I went ahead and used my ultimate instead. 2 quick kills for our team. Remember to use your W to block turret shots, it's always a good trick. I'm going to go ahead and base here. I have teleport to join in case Quinn bases as well. If she doesn't, I'm going to go run there and beat the crap out of her, because I don't think she'll expect how fast I am. I'm pressing tab right now in order to check what itemization she has to accurately judge whether or not I'll beat the crap out of her. And well... surprise, surprise, the answer is yes, I'm going to beat the shit out of her. And it's not even close. Oh shit, she ran up. Oh, I swear I was out in vision range still. This is why you build the items you do on set, the buildings I'm building on set, because I'm going to catch up to her. And that's not very nice for her. Trust me, she does not want to get caught right now. As I beat her to death with no counterplay. As you can see, my damage is still more than sufficient to eliminate any squishy targets. So worry not about having only 1 damage item, that's still good enough. Right now I'm looking for a potential flash play on the Aphelios, as he's the only threat on the enemy team. I'm going to use my Stride Breaker here, E, go behind him, and slam him into the Nexus, as I couldn't get him any further. And then kill the Nexus, as that secures us a victory. I had to go play a set game because I was running it down on champions that were actually difficult. Oh crap, I got raided. Oh, I didn't notice. I'm very sorry. I was very focused on trying to educate people with my set gameplay. Thank you very much for the raid, Taco. I don't know if you're still around, but thank you so much. I appreciate that a lot. Unfortunately, that's going to be the end of my stream. I need to go get some rest. So I'm going to catch you guys tomorrow, maybe? Maybe not. I'll figure it out tomorrow. But at the very least, I'll catch you guys later. So I'm going to go ahead and find someone to raid to spread the love. Thank you very much, Taco, for raiding me earlier. I'm sorry for missing you. If anyone can let him know. I'll ask my girlfriend, actually. I'm very sorry about that. Pretty clean game. Nothing special. Nothing tricky. Just a nice, clean set game. Hope you guys enjoyed. Maybe I should host the LCS. You guys can all watch the LCS. Let's see who's dumb enough to stream like me during the LCS. Sanchovies. Shall we give Sanchovies a little host? Scrolling down to find anybody else that I know that is streaming right now. Nobody comes to mind right now. So I'm going to go ahead and host Sanch. Thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are going to have a wonderful day or night. Bye.
I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, like my life inside a